You feel it. It's a physical sensation, a knot in your stomach, a change in the air pressure when he walks into the room. Something is profoundly wrong. You mention he seems distant, and the response is immediate. Are you crazy? I'm here, aren't I? It's you and your insecurity. And for a moment, you believe it. You back down, you apologize. You think maybe it's work stress, or maybe it's you. Maybe you are needy, paranoid, broken. This is the first layer of the torment. Narcissistic infidelity doesn't begin with finding lipstick on his collar. It begins with your sanity being systematically dismantled. An ordinary person's infidelity is an act of weakness, a mistake, a breach of trust. A narcissist's infidelity is a calculation. It is the pursuit of supply. You are not just being cheated on with another person. You are being cheated on by the very reality he has constructed for you. He is not just breaking promises. He is actively making you believe that your intuition, that primitive alarm screaming inside you, is a flaw in your system, not his. And the question consuming you is not just, is he cheating on me? The question that truly paralyzes you is, am I losing my mind? You are not crazy. You are being informed. Your body knows the truth before your mind is given permission to accept it. And today, we are going to name each of those alarms. We are going to decode the signs your narcissist husband emits when he is seeking supply elsewhere. And we are going to understand why gaslighting is the #1 tool he uses to cover his tracks. My name is Lauren Mitchell. My purpose with this channel is to show you that the problem was never you, and more importantly, that you are not alone. If this video resonates with you, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and leave your like on the video. I count on your support. First sign, the sudden shift in the supply pattern. The narcissist operates based on a desperate, childish need. Narcissistic supply. Supply is attention, admiration, validation, or even the fear and chaos he generates in you. It is what regulates his fragile sense of self. You, as the primary partner, are, or were, the main source of this supply. When a new supply source enters the scene, the mistress, the flow of supply he directs to you changes drastically, and that is the first sign. This shift happens at two opposite and equally alarming extremes. The first extreme is the out-of-season love bombing. Suddenly, for no apparent reason, he becomes the perfect husband. He brings flowers, something he hadn't done in years. He praises you in front of friends. He becomes excessively affectionate, almost clingy. You feel immense relief. You think, finally, things are getting better. It was just a bad phase. But this is not reconciliation. This is guilt management and facade maintenance. The narcissist, especially the grandiose one, hates feeling like the villain, even though he is. The love bombing serves to rebalance his own narrative. I'm a good husband, see? I'm bringing flowers. My wife adores me. This absolves him. Furthermore, he needs to keep you docile and stable. If you are happy and satisfied, you will ask fewer questions. You will be less inclined to check his phone. These flowers are not a gift for you. They are a sleeping pill. The second extreme is the most common, especially with covert or malignant narcissists. Increased cruelty. Overnight, nothing you do is right. The food is bad. The house is a mess. Your appearance is criticized. He becomes cold, disdainful, and irritable. What were once small criticisms become venomous attacks. Why? Because he is idealizing the new source. The mistress is perfect, exciting, new. She admires him. She hasn't seen the mask yet. In comparison, you, who know his flaws, who demand accountability, become a burden. You are the old, contaminated source. He is receiving pure supply elsewhere, and your presence now only serves as an annoying reminder of his obligations. Narcissistic infidelity is less about sex and more about this transference of idealization. If your husband has suddenly gone from a normal level of abuse to total contempt, or from total neglect to sudden adoration, pay attention. His supply is being rebalanced. Second sign, the escalation of projection and preemptive accusations. This is one of the cruelest and most revealing mechanisms of the narcissistic mind, projection. The narcissist cannot process his own guilt, shame, or negative behaviors. Instead of accepting, "I am a cheater," his mind distorts reality to, "She is a cheater," or "She wants to cheat on me." When he is actively cheating, he becomes an obsessive detective of your fidelity. He takes your phone and asks who that colleague is who liked your photo. He questions why it took you 10 minutes longer to return from the grocery store. He makes acidic comments about your clothing. Who are you dressing up for so much? You are perplexed. You have been loyal. You have walked on eggshells to keep the peace. And now you are being accused. This serves 3 destructive psychological purposes. First, it is a preemptive strike. He knows he is guilty. He assumes that if he is doing it, you are also capable of doing it. By accusing you first, he establishes a narrative where he is the vigilant victim, and you are the suspicious party. He creates so much smoke around you that no one would think to look at him. Second, he puts you on the defensive. And this is key. All your mental and emotional energy is now spent proving your innocence. You spend hours explaining that SMS, showing your receipts, reaffirming your love. You are so busy defending yourself against his absurd accusations that you don't have the energy left to reverse the spotlight and ask, "And you? Where were you?" It's the perfect distraction. Third, he extracts supply from your reaction. Your indignation, your tears, your panic to prove your loyalty. All of this is negative supply. He destabilizes you and feels powerful. He sees your desperation to maintain the relationship, and this validates how valuable he is. Projection is not just a defense, it is a weapon of attack. The narcissist does not feel guilty about cheating. He feels entitled to cheat, especially if he manages to convince himself that you deserve it for being so suspicious. If your husband has suddenly become the chief inspector of your life, know that he is not describing your actions. He is confessing his own. Third sign, the digital fortress, the phone, as an extension of the ego. In the modern world, the cell phone is the black box of infidelity, but for the narcissist, it's more than that. It's a fortress. It is a direct extension of his false self. The classic behavior is obvious. He takes the phone to the bathroom. He sleeps with the phone, under his pillow or on the nightstand, always with the screen facing down. He changes the passwords you once knew. He frantically deletes call and message history. If he leaves the room, the phone goes with him, always. These are the basic signs. But the narcissistic sign is his reaction when you approach this object. If you simply pick up his phone to check the time, or if you casually ask, "Who texted you?" the reaction is not one of privacy. It is one of fury. It is a disproportionate explosion. Don't you trust me? Are you spying on me? Don't I have the right to privacy in this house? Pay attention to that word. Right. It is the narcissistic entitlement in full display. He doesn't think he's doing anything wrong. He thinks he has the right to have secrets. He has the right to have private conversations, to seek validation wherever he wants. And you don't have the right to question him. The phone becomes a symbol of his power over you. He knows you are suspicious. He enjoys seeing you look at the device with anxiety. He smiles discreetly at a message, knowing that it is corroding you. It is a silent form of triangulation. His fury when you touch the phone is not the fear of being caught. It is the anger of having his sense of special entitlement violated. It is the anger of a king whose servant dared to question his decrees. The phone is the gateway to his secondary supply source, and he will protect it with the same aggression that an animal protects its food. He is not protecting a relationship. He is protecting his access to supply. His reaction is not, "Please respect my privacy." His reaction is, "How dare you?" The disproportionality of his anger is directly proportional to the size of the guilt he carries. Fourth sign, the introduction of triangulation. Narcissists rarely do anything cleanly. They are addicted to drama, chaos, and above all, making people compete for them. Cheating is no exception. A narcissist will rarely completely hide the new supply source. He needs you to know of its existence, even subtly, because he needs to extract supply from your reaction. This is called triangulation. It is the act of inserting a third person into the relationship dynamic to destabilize you and increase his own perceived value. It starts innocently. He starts repeatedly mentioning the name of a new coworker. Mistress's name is incredible. She really understands the pressure I'm under. Or, I met an old friend. Name. And she's going through a difficult divorce. I've been giving her a lot of support. The next step is comparison. Name thinks I'm very funny. Name said I should be more appreciated. Wow. Name works out every day. She's so disciplined. What is he doing? He is creating a competition you didn't know you were competing in. He is throwing the qualities of the new source in your face. Qualities that, implicitly, you don't have. His goal is twofold. First, he feeds on your reaction. Your jealousy, your insecurity, your anger. All of this is high-quality supply for him. He loves seeing you anxious, trying to be better than the invisible rival. Second, he is preparing the ground. He is normalizing this person's presence in his life. When, or if, you discover the cheating, he will say, I never hid it. She's just my friend. You are the sick and jealous one who pushed us toward each other with your paranoia. He makes you the culprit for the infidelity he orchestrated. He uses you to inflate his ego, while using the other for the same purpose. He pits them against each other, sitting on the throne, watching the fight for his prize. If you suddenly find yourself being compared to a new person who has entered his life, know that this is not casual. It is a calculated move. The cheating is already underway, and he is just starting to savor the chaos it provokes. Fifth sign, the cold contempt and preparation for the discard. All previous signs involve a certain level of engagement. The fury, the projection, the love bombing, the triangulation. All of this requires him to still be focused on you, even if negatively, to extract supply. This last sign is the most terrifying. It is the silence. It is the emptiness. It is when he stops fighting. He stops defending himself. He stops projecting. He stops trying the love bombing. He simply checks out. The mask has fallen. His gaze, when you speak, is empty. He no longer sees you. You have become an inconvenient object. A piece of furniture he hasn't had time to remove from the house yet. This happens when the new supply source has been consolidated. The mistress is no longer a maybe. She is the official replacement. He has already love-bombed her, already idealized her, and she is already, physically or emotionally, waiting for him. You have become useless. The supply you offer now is old, stale. He no longer needs your admiration, and even your chaos no longer amuses him. The cheating, at this point, is no longer a secret event. It is the logistics of the transition. He stops touching. You, intimacy, even the most basic, disappears. He no longer answers your questions. He looks right through you. He spends all his time on his phone, but now he doesn't even bother to hide it. He may even smile at the phone in front of you, with a glacial contempt for your feelings. This is the prelude to the discard. He is emotionally somewhere else. He is just waiting for the right moment, perhaps after your birthday, or after securing access to the bank account, to disappear. Many women mistake this for a bad patch or depression. They try to connect, try to bring him back. But you cannot bring back someone who has already left and just forgot to take their body. This cold contempt, this total dehumanization, is the final sign that the cheating is complete and your replacement is imminent. The game is no longer about hiding. It is about leaving. The pain of being cheated on is one of the deepest pains a human being can experience. It attacks our sense of worth, our security, and our ability to trust. But the pain of being cheated on by a narcissist is different. And here is the paradigm shift you need to understand. His cheating is not a commentary on your worth. You were not cheated on because you weren't enough. You were not cheated on because you got old, or gained weight, or stopped being interesting. You were not cheated on because the other woman was better. You were cheated on because he is a narcissist. Period. Cheating is his native language. Loyalty, empathy, and bonding are concepts he can imitate, but he cannot feel. He doesn't see you as a life partner. He sees you as a supply source. And when a supply source becomes difficult, or old, or simply less bright than a new one, it is replaced. It is a logic of consumption, not of relationship. Discovering his cheating is, ironically, a terrible gift. It is the final confirmation you needed. It is the diagnosis that dissipates the fog of gaslighting. His cheating proves you are not crazy. Your intuition was right all along. Every time he called you paranoid, he was lying. Every time he accused you, he was confessing. His cheating is not your failure. It is your permission to stop trying. It is the undeniable proof that the game was rigged from the start, and that the only way to win is to knock over the board and walk away. Freedom is not in catching him red-handed or in making him admit it. Freedom is in finally understanding who you were dealing with and using that painful clarity to never again allow someone to make you doubt your own reality. In the description of this video, you will find a link with support materials created with much care to help you understand and reframe what you have lived or are living. Feel free to leave your testimony, your venting, or even a suggestion for a topic for the next video in the comments below. Click on the suggested video on the screen and continue with me. Remember, you are light. Never forget to shine.